Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Jewel and Dorit here, and welcome to the Essetino Weekly Mastermind, episode number 86.
Yes, hello everybody. Welcome. It's Thursday. For those of you who don't know, my name is Orit and this is Jewel, and we're founders of Essetino Media, where we help you create profitable content. So every single Thursday, we show up on these live streams here for you to be a resource for you to hang out with other like-minded entrepreneurs, content creators, YouTubers from all around the world in all walks of life. So welcome if you're new, and welcome back if we saw you last week.
So we like to start off the show by sharing a win for the week. So we'll put that card up. So share your wins for the week as we say hello to some people. All right, we've got Lisa in the house. She won't be able to join the stream because she's moving down south. Where did you say you were moving to?
Have a good move, Lisa. No worries. And Teddy, hello.
Lurking, I'm assuming that says.
Teddy be lurking. And we have Brenda, hello.
We've got Brenda in the house. Hey, Brenda, how was your week? How's it going?
Yes, and we have Phil. Hello, Phil.
Hey, Phil, how's it going?
Share with us, guys. How has your week been? Put it in the comments for us. Let us know what you got done, what you've been working on. We'd love to hear from you. Jewel, do you want to share something that was a win this past week?
I actually did not have a win, and I've been sick, and I am recovering.
Oh, yes.
So,
well, the win is that you're recovering.
Yes.
So there's got to be a win in there.
So I've just been honestly getting through the week and didn't get too many things completed. So that, yeah, I'm just now only starting to feel a little bit better.
Well, that's a win.
Mm-hmm.
Recovering, right? A win from me, from my end, is we have a big talk coming up at the end of March. So at the end of this month. And it's going to be for the Entrepreneurs International Network. It's a network that started off as a small group here locally in Vancouver, but they really grew on a global scale. So what they actually invited us to come speak to their network, and it's also going to be on their YouTube channel. So it's going to be a live stream, and I basically hashed out the entire slide deck for that presentation this past week. So I'm really glad that I got that done early. And the reason why I got it done early is because we're also using that slide deck for another free training that we're giving out. So I'm always trying to look for ways to create leverage, for ways to do one thing, and I don't like this phrase, but kill two birds with one stone type thing. So yeah, really glad that I got that checked off the list.
Thanks, Teddy. I'm on the rise again. I'm on the mend, but yeah, it happens.
And Jojo, hello.
We've got Jojo in the house. Hey, Jojo, how was your week? How's it going? And let's see here. Anyone working on any new projects? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, share your wins, guys. Yeah, it's been quite busy for us. So, I mean, well, Jewel's been sick this past week, but I mean, quite busy in terms of working on the course launch, the not necessarily upgraded course, but a new version of the course, making it a lot better. I'm talking about the YouTube SEO course, but we're basically taking that course and putting it into a much more comprehensive training called the Profitable Channel, and really diving deep into those other areas that will help YouTube channels really take off. So for example, staying consistent with content creation, that stuff's going to be in there. Really creating a system around your videos, creating a system around monetization, making more money from your channel, what types of videos to create that will bring in more money, more revenue for you. So we're diving a lot deeper. SEO is one pillar of that, and that's a huge project that I've been working on for a good chunk now, and we really want to do a great job on that for you. I'm actually going to be filming some of those lectures next week. I'm just really planning out a lot of the content this week and filming those lectures next week. So it's coming, and I'm so excited to be sharing this with you guys pretty soon.
Brenda's win here. I have started my first free course video. I thought this video contains material elsewhere on the internet, so I thought I would set it up as a free course. One has to request. So is that like you're capturing emails for this free course? Is that, generally speaking, when you're giving away something for free, you are supposed to get an email as well when you offer that to someone, just so that you are building your list, and it's kind of like a small exchange for the person. But what is your course about?
I'd love to hear more about what that free course is. And what do you mean, Brenda, by I thought this video contains material elsewhere?
She did something like material not seen.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Okay. We've got Monica in the house. Hey, Monica, how's it going in Toronto?
How are you, and how has your week been?
Phil says, I've been busy doing projects, staying productive despite the bad weather, and that's your win. I wanted to ask you, Phil, what was the most favorite thing you've ever made out of all your woodworking projects? What has been the most fun to build and to make? We've got Manny in the house.
Hi, Manny. I was actually going to say, Phil, I get more productive with the bad weather. So it's actually harder for me to work when the weather is nice out and, it's sunny and clear skies.
Yeah.
Those are my productive days.
I feel like when it's summertime, want to do all the hiking and the barbecue stuff, because you have 4 seasons as well in the UK, I'm assuming. And yeah, as soon as it starts getting good weather, everybody's out. And it's so funny when the seasons start to change and it starts to get warmer and you've got a really good sunny day, you'll just see like literally everyone walking outside. We really do enjoy the sunny weather here.
Yeah. Roland, hello. Roland from Getting It Done north of 7. How has your week been, Roland?
Yeah, share with us. Well, he did share something interesting in the chat, but I don't know if you want to share it with everyone else.
All right. And we have Tracy.
Tracy's in the house. How is your Google ad revenue going, Tracy? Give us an update on that.
Yeah. Okay, it's to build the free email course is to build your email list. The course is how to determine the premise of your memoir. Very cool. Awesome. So, Brenda, is that something that you've been thinking about incorporating for a while now? Is it something that you incorporated from feedback from your audience, from your viewers?
Mm-hmm.
What sparked that? I think that's an excellent move. It's something that, we realized a lot later on that we should have done a lot sooner. So there's the best time is always yesterday to start collecting emails. So that's really great. And definitely put that link in every single one of your descriptions. And even you can create a dedicated video just about that free training, a separate video, and then you can put that on your channel.
I would also do a video, how to determine the premise of your memoir. Obviously, don't give everything away, but like you can give the sort of the 1, 2, 3 basic steps, and then at the end of the video say, if you want like in detail more videos, I've got a course. It's a free course. All you have to do is give me your email and you've got access, and then you can, run through this and go along at your own pace, get more information and more detail, because you'd be surprised. You'll tell people things in your videos, but then as soon as you say I've got a course, people automatically are like, okay, this is organized information, right? It's going to be in succession, right, as the order it's supposed to go in. And people want to buy that. People want access to that. So I would also do a video like that.
Yeah. You can pull out one piece. I don't know how your course is structured, but you could even just talk about one of those modules and say, if you'd like more, if you'd like to learn more, I have a full course on this. Link in the description. That's what Jewel does with all of the Camtasia videos, to give you an example, right? She touches upon one thing in the Camtasia software and says, if you'd like to learn more, I have a full 9-hour plus course that you can take. And people love that. It's great value for your audience.
Thank you, Jojo. Appreciate it.
That's sweet.
I am on the mend. You can probably hear that I sound different and I'm not as peppy.
You're on the rise. That's what matters. I created a first video with Camtasia. Cool. Awesome, Monica. Audio needs to improve, but I don't know how. Do you mean the quality of the audio, Monica? What specifically is it? Is there like background noise? Is it staticky? Tell us more about that.
You did send me a video, Monica. I will take a look at that and give you my thoughts on how to improve it. It might just be, just without looking at anything, if you're telling me your audio isn't that good and your audio was good prior to using the other video editing software, my guess is that you don't have it set to the correct mic when you are recording. That would be my best educated guess. Roland says, when next Thursday I'll be telling you guys I reached 7K subs 30 away.
You're so close, Roland. That's amazing.
You're in the future already.
Future win. I love it. I can't wait to hear that next Thursday, Roland. Ad revenue for February is up about 55% from January. So yeah, I definitely call that a win, Tracy. That's
amazing.
55% is quite a huge jump. That's incredible. And I can't wait to. Is it 55% because you just got monetized, right? Up from January. Yeah.
It's still
it's
at
still
least
early.
I think you've been monetized for at least 2 or 3 months.
Yeah, that's incredible, Tracy. Keep going. And double down on those videos where you're seeing are making a lot of money too. Use those tips that Jewel gave you in the call, right?
Yeah, I had so much fun with that, Tracy. And it's so fun when you can see a trend on your channel, like the winter sewing. And I actually watched your winter sewing videos. I enjoy watching your videos, Tracy. I'm not really into like going and having my own garden per se, hence why I have the Click and Grow, where it's all contained in a pod and I just pour water in the corner and then there you go, right? I don't actually like touching the soil and stuff like that, but I do enjoy those DIY videos that you do where she's super resourceful, uses like the old milk jugs, popsicle sticks, to name, like reusing everything, you know, very sustainable.
That's awesome. Very cool. And I see you said here you've been monetized since end of November. Very cool.
Nice.
So fairly new. That's awesome.
Roland said he couldn't wait until Thursday. Most fun. I think when I built my workshop, because I have never done it before. This video I saw was pretty crazy, Phil. I saw this guy and he was from Asia, somewhere, maybe Taiwan, something like that. His videos have millions and millions of views. And out of wood, he built like a Lamborghini for his son, a small Lamborghini, but it was like a child could fit in it, but it was bigger than those like electrical Jeep cars, like a lot bigger, but it's still quite small for an adult. But anyways, he spent,
cool.
I think, weeks or months building this thing, and he's like a crazy specialized carpenter, because the things that he was making on there, he even added like lights, so he knows electrical as well. He added like an engine thing as well, and you could actually drive the thing. And he spends like a lot of time clearly on the actual build, the actual video, and the actual edit, but they get like millions of views. It's
That's
pretty crazy.
Really cool. Is that something that you do, Phil, with your projects as well? Do you incorporate any sort of electrical element? I know probably not as often, but is that something that you enjoy doing as well? I guess giving it like a practical sense in with those lights or something like that, a motor. We were watching a show a while ago. I forget what it's called, but it has to do with the baking, the cakes.
It was like
Baconeers or something like that.
No, it was not. That's what they called them on the show, but it was like the show was taking bakers and like engineers and pairing them up.
Yeah.
And then they would make these baking creations that had an engineering element.
Yeah.
And as the competition progressed, the challenges, it was unlike a baking show I've ever seen before. And I would say this is probably one of the best baking shows I've ever seen. They ended up making a car out of like cake, and
they had
to drive the car
Yeah.
into a wall, like to see if their cake, and they had to make another cake to protect it. And I would recommend that show. I'll find it right now. It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
And it's so cool. I guarantee it's like science and baking mixed together, and you've likely not seen the show like that before.
Yeah, when you talked about that car, it reminded me of that, and they do all these really interesting other projects too, like they actually have to build a bridge, like a whole cityscape from cake, and then they decorate it, of course, but they have to drive something that actually carries a lot of weight across the bridge. So you have to know a lot of engineering, measurements. You have to know physics and weight and everything. It's done with cake.
They were
amazing.
The judges were quite critical. Like they had engineers as well, and they're like, "Oh, you didn't do the circumference of that very well." Yeah. Like they knew right off the bat if you didn't do the correct design. It was so cool. I'm gonna look it up right now.
Yeah, I think that's just a great example of taking two passions, because that's literally what the creators of this show, like he had both of those passions, engineering and baking, and he took those two and put those passions together to create this show. So you really can, two hobbies, two passions that you don't necessarily think go together. You can get really creative with it and create an entirely new concept out of it.
This was genius what they did. So it was called Baking Impossible.
That's what it's called, yeah.
And I thought it was just going to be like a regular baking show, as I like watching baking shows. But when they started saying that there's engineers and there's bakers like this, so they had to build a structure that was a certain amount of feet high,
a skyscraper basically,
and it was on top of a seismic machine, and they had to simulate an earthquake, and their cake had to withstand the simulated earthquake. Yeah. And if it didn't, then you were potentially going to be voted out, but if it did, you moved on to the next round. So it wasn't just about the cake that tasted good. It was like there was so much more to it, and it was pretty interesting. Mm-hmm. We just went off on that.
It took a while to make, so it was a long project and fun to watch it develop. Very cool. Okay, so Brenda says, as I edited this video, I realized that it was long and had comprehensive explanations that I haven't heard anyone else say. I didn't want to give it away free, so I've made it a 1 video mini course. Oh,
Nice.
okay, I got you. Repurposing that. Very cool.
Sometimes, though, doing a video that is not on the internet can also work greatly in your favor, and the video could go viral. You know? I did that many times with Camtasia concepts where I would just make up something to do with Camtasia, and now I notice a lot of people also make up different things as well now. So you could be definitely a trendsetter if you start talking about something that isn't necessarily talked about. But yeah, I get what you're saying by turning it into a mini course. And if you're wanting to create an income stream, then yeah, for sure, start collecting those emails, and then eventually you'll have something to sell them.
Yes, I'll do a YouTube video to promote it and add it in my descriptions. Awesome.
You know us.
You already know the drill. I correct me if I'm wrong, but I can sense that you already know what we would say, once you're creating this video. So that's great.
The descriptions are your money maker.
Yeah. I created a slide on that today.
It baffles me when people don't put anything or they just leave it and then they're like, I'm not making any money on YouTube.
Yeah. The call to actions. If the call to actions aren't there, right, people aren't going to know. You have to make it obvious for them, especially, if you're talking about that concept in the video. You want to put that link at the very top, especially if you're referring to it in the video. Sometimes it's buried all the way because we usually put a lot of links, right? But make sure that the links that you're talking about directly in your video should be near the top, right under your paragraph.
People are congratulating Roland. Phil likes that stuff. He's interested. Let him know. Yeah, you'll probably want to watch it after this. Yeah, Baking Impossible. So far, they only have 1 season. I really hope they come out with another one.
While I was recording the demo, how to fill out the form by using a keyboard, the audio sound turned weird and made cracking noises. Or sounds.
We'll have to check that out, Monica, and I'll comment on that in chat.
Oh, okay.
Oh, maybe you're pressing something that's changing the audio.
Yeah. So we have, I don't know what your setup is like, Monica, but like, for example, we have this USB mic right now on the table, right? If I'm typing something like on this keyboard, it can like tap on the mic, right? And just start to create a noise. So it might be that when you're going to type something on the keyboard, it's interfering with the mic that's sitting on the table. Or maybe if it's on you, it might be interfering when you're typing, right? So pay attention to that. And then, of course, Jewel can assess it as well in the next session with you.
Well, she actually sent it to me on chat, so I'll message her. Yeah.
Awesome. Hello, Kyle. How's it going?
We've got Kyle in the house. Hey, Kyle, how's it going? But yeah, that we got off on that tangent there with that show because I like it when they do different kinds of shows, and that was very different. I hope that they incorporate a new season of that for sure.
Yeah, it's always interesting when they put two things that, like I said, don't necessarily seem like they go together, and it creates an entirely new concept. So that's great, guys. Oh, I see a comment here. I did a video yesterday that I published today on my other channel. I had my lapel mic on, and you can hear the mic rubbing against my jacket. It ticked me off. That's happened so many times to me as well. Mostly when I'm recording with the DSLR and then I have the lapel mic here, I always have to be mindful that the hair is back because it's so easy to just kind of create that crackling noise, right? And then you have to reshoot for me, like I only realize it until the end and have to reshoot. So always be mindful of these things. I know it's kind of finicky sometimes.
They also say to run the lapel microphone through your shirt, so underneath your shirt.
Yeah.
And to take off that fluff thingy, and then you tape it on the inside, but it's like it's running inside your shirt, and then they have this special kind of tape for clothing. They use it a lot when they tape mics on you, but I think you can use just like a masking tape or something general like that. So yeah, try that. And then also be it's hard because you're outside, so you are going to be wearing that kind of material that creates those sounds. So I get that, because they do say to wear certain types of clothing, but you're going to be outside, so you're going to be wearing a jacket.
Yeah, there's certain materials that just like sounds like a plastic bag, right? That crinkly noise.
Yeah, it doesn't take much. No problem, Monica. We'll update you on that as well. But yeah, I think we're going to keep it short today. I apologize. I do have a massive headache as I speak right now, just being real with everyone.
Oh.
And I think that I do need to take a rest. So
short and sweet. Then I guess we'll keep it short and sweet today, guys. It was great getting to know how your week has been as well. For those of you who shared, thank you very much. I guess we'll pick it up next Thursday at 6 p.m. PST, 9 p.m. Eastern. Hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Do something fun with this remaining 30 minutes that you have just freed up right now in your evening. And thank you guys for showing up today. We appreciate it.
Yeah, I apologize, guys. Thank you so much for showing up every week, and we'll see you next Thursday at 6 p.m. PST.
Bye, guys. No problem, Tracy. We got some good well wishes here. Bye, everyone. Have a good evening.